this podcast, the Heidelcast.
It's a Heidel minicast. And now, Scott Clark.
Wake, woke, woken, and transitive and intransitive verbs.
If the Heidelcast helps you, won't you help us keep it going? Please make the coffer clink by clicking on the PayPal link or by sending a check to Heidelberg Reformation Association, 1637 East Valley Parkway, number 391, Escondido, California, 92027.
Check out the Heidel app on Google Play or the Apple App Store. It's pretty cool and it's free.
The Heidelcast.
The widespread use of woke, the past tense of wake, as an adjective is ungrammatical, but there are other issues with the forms of wake. The conjugation of wake is wake, that's the present, it's time to wake up and smell the coffee. Woke, I woke up and went to work, that's again the simple past. Woken is the perfect. She had awoken earlier that morning. Then there is the close relative awaken. Its conjugation is the same, but some grammarians take it as a different kind of verb than wake. Here we must distinguish between the transitive and intransitive. And I've already mentioned to you before, if you've been listening to this series, that I've struggled with this ever since Bob Gorman tried to explain it to me in 1981 or 82, whenever it was. As I understand it, a transitive verb does something to a direct object. A property is transferred to it. The action or property is transferred from the subject to the object. A transitive verb may be passive or active. There's an article by Ed Good on grammar.com, despite the blizzard of annoying ads, that is helpful. Joe hit the ball, or the ball was hit by Joe. Both use a transitive verb to hit. The first is in the active voice, the second is in the passive voice. The action is transferred from Joe, the subject of the verb, to the ball, which is the object of the verb. An intransitive verb needs a preposition to transfer the action to the object. Good uses the example of runs. It may be used intransitively, she runs the company, or intransitively, she runs for her health. The intransitive use requires a preposition. Now, let's return to wake, woke, woken, or awake, awoke, awoken. By the way, return may be used transitively or intransitively. In the transitive, he returned the book to the library. In the intransitive, she returned for more instruction. Again, Good has a helpful chart on this. So there are two questions to answer when using forms of wake or awake. Which tense is intended? And is the verb being used transitively, that is something being transferred from one thing to another, from a subject to an object, or intransitively? Grammarians disagree as to whether we should assign awake solely to the intransitive category and wake to the transitive. In 1922, Henry Fowler, A Dictionary of Modern English Usage, published by Oxford University Press, and one of the great works on the English language. And if you like reading good writers, if you have a sense of humor, it's just fun to pick up Fowler's modern usage and just get a laugh, have a chuckle. Fowler wrote, distinctions between the forms is difficult, but with regard to modern usage, certain points may be made. One, wake is the ordinary work verb. You will wake the baby. Something woke me up. I should like to be waked by 7:30. Wake the echoes. Those are all examples. For which the others are substituted to add dignity or formality or to suit the meter. Wake alone has, and that chiefly in waking, the sense be or remain awake, sleeping or waking. In our waking hours, for example. Awake and awaken are usually preferred to the others in figurative senses. When they awoke, or were awakened to their danger. This at once awakened suspicion. The national spirit awoke or was awakened. For example, a rude awakening. Waken and awaken tend to be restricted to the transitive sense. When he wakens is rarer for when he wakes than that will waken him for that will wake him. In the passive, awaken and waken are often preferred to awake and wake, perhaps owing to the uncertainty about the past or passive participle forms of the latter pair. It wakened me is rare for it woke or waked me, but I was wakened by it is common for I was waked or woke or woken by it. See also the alternative forms that he mentioned earlier.
Call or text now 760-618-1563.
Up is very commonly appended to wake, rarely to waken. So people say wake up, but they don't say waken up. And up is never added to awake or awaken. So anyway, I thought that was interesting, Fowler's discussion of the various forms. The third edition, 1996, of Fowler's Modern English Usage seems more ambivalent about the correct usage than Fowler was in 1922. Fowler's usage still seems to me like a good baseline from which to start. What about the adjectival use of woke? If Fowler is to be believed, then the correct form would be, I have been awakened. And this is what is meant by the expression woke. She is woke is slang from the American South and has been widely used by speakers and writers in the United States for decades, if not longer. It is improper, but English slang is improper by definition. When you use it, be sure that you realize that it is non-standard and that you're doing it deliberately. The social significance of woke is a topic for another podcast.
Thanks for listening. Tune in tomorrow for more from the Heidelcast, brought to you by HeidelbergReformationAssociation.org. Don't forget, when the coin in the coffer clinks, the cost of bandwidth shrinks. Copyright Heidelberg Reformation Association. All rights reserved. This is a Heidel Media production.
For this podcast.